What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Instagram's newest feature, the ability to like stories. What are your initial thoughts on this? Let me know below and let me know if they change by the end of this video. If you know me, I'm not one that is shy of doing a negative review of something, but I never do a negative review just to do a negative review. I'm not just like trying to throw a wrench in things. But yet again, just like a lot of the features that they've added recently, if you've seen on my channel, a lot of the thumbnails are kind of like, hey, another new feature that I'm not really happy about. But this one I'm really not happy about, and I'll let you know exactly why. So first off, let's go off of what Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, in this video here where he announced it a few days ago, his main reasoning is that he's trying to clear up the DMs for people to be having their most meaningful conversations. And the reason why this solves it is because before, people could react to your story, you know, when they can like swipe up and they can just press the quick reaction emoji, and then it would come up like a DM reply would. So then you'd have all these DM messages that are just people replying with an emoji or so. Now, this is only annoying to large-scale creators. In fact, I think this actually is going to minimize a lot of conversation that was otherwise happening, because when someone would react to it, then you could reply in the message feed. You'd get like a message, and for like the average user on Instagram, they're not getting flooded with DMs by any means, okay? Like maybe one or message a day, like just a couple messages a week. It's not by any means too much for them to keep up with. And when they get these messages that are reactions, it makes it an easy invitation to start a conversation with them. So I think there will probably be less conversations happening between friends from people reacting to a story if they can just do a cop out and just be like, I'll just like it. And now that person won't even have a chance to respond to me, or it won't be weird if they don't respond to me because they won't get any kind of notification. The way that you check to see if someone liked your story is just when you're going into the views, you can scroll down, as you can see in this little clip right here, that just some people have liked your story. Now, the reason I don't really like this is because it's a decision made for creators. And as a creator and a marketer, I think it's always like, oh, cool, like another way for us to interact with our audience. But creators is such a small portion of people on Instagram. They need to stop making decisions around creators and businesses. Like, that's great. Like, that's what we are. But if you make decisions around that, you're going to get rid of all the people. Creators and businesses will go wherever the people are, regardless if the app is catered all around them. Like, less than 1%, like severely less than 1% of people on Instagram would actually be labeled as creators. Most of them are just users using the app. And by giving all these ways to like, oh, now you can get interactions with creators, they're really not realizing what is going on the microscopic level for the majority of their users. So when I first heard this, the likes on stories, I instantly comprehended what's actually going to go on here. So let me be clear with you guys, in case you haven't been single on Instagram before. Instagram is just as much of a dating app as it is an entertainment app or whatever. For single people, this is a great place for them to interact and see who's single within their network of friends. And what a lot of people do when they're single, if they're trying to get someone's attention, is they post stories. You know exactly what I'm talking about if you've been in this position. A lot of times when you see someone post a story where they're looking real good, they're not posting it so that their aunt and uncle who follow them can see it. They usually have like a couple people in mind, if not just one person that they're trying to post it for and get that person's attention. And there's such an unspoken game of, oh, now they view my story. Like, there's so many memes and TikToks that I've seen about it. Like, modern day dating is basically going on 3 dates and then watching each other's story until you die. And when you're flirting with someone to see if they like you, you're like seeing if they viewed your story. And I know how superficial it sounds, but at the same time, we have to be real that this is what a lot of like is going on Instagram stories, where people are posting it to get like people's attention. And now it's just like another layer of game to it, where it's like, oh, did he like my story? Like, I posted it so Jeremy could see it and he viewed it, but he didn't like it. And Jeremy's over here like, should I like it, or is that too much? Like, there's too much of a game going on. And I know it sounds so stupid again, but this is really what's happening, especially like with high school and junior high kids. It just is adding one extra layer of dating confusion, honestly, is what I think it will really give people a headache of like them going through like, oh, but they saw it, but they didn't like it. And it's just one other way for people to get down on themselves. And that's a big thing that Instagram's trying to avoid. So they really weren't thinking here when they were thinking, oh, let's just open it up so that now they won't get a DM reaction and their DMs will be more clear. The only people who have a problem with too many DMs are creators and massive influencers, and they're making all their decisions around these big influencers, which are just businesses, and it's going to get rid of the user base eventually. Like they're making the Instagram shop page way too big of a thing. Instagram subscriptions does not need to be a thing. Liking stories does not need to be a thing. They are straying away from their actual user base and like the majority of their customers just to make all these decisions for creators to be able to interact with their followers as if it's like a big problem that we have no means of interacting with them. Like they'll just shoot us a DM. Like I don't know how they're making decisions nowadays. I know it's almost all around money. This one was really a bad decision. I'm standing firm on that, and I really hope they get rid of it soon. Adam Mostri, if you're watching this, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing with these dumb features? Stop adding features. You do not need to acquire all these features of the other apps. You're doing great with Instagram as it is, but features like this, I mean, what's next? Like the ability to like someone's like on your story just to show them that you saw that they liked your story of you at the mall. Stories don't need to be liked. It's just a stupid feature that is really gonna mess with a lot of people's minds. So that's what I got for you today. If you want more brutally honest content about social media and how to actually grow, not, hey, how to post reels at the right time of day with 5 hashtags and that's gonna grow your following. If you want some BS answers of how to grow your following, you've already found all those YouTube accounts. If you want more content where I'm just gonna tell you straight exactly how to do it, exactly how to operate in today's social media age, be sure to subscribe. Check out some of the other videos on my channel and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. My name's Videll. I'll catch you next time.